Let's start here. The case against a rape suspect who escaped from police custody in Mariannhill in Kwazulu-Natal on Monday and was rearrested today has been postponed to next Wednesday. The 28-year-old appeared in the Pinetown Magistrates Court this afternoon. Newzroom Afrika's Silethiwe Ndlovu attended court and joins us now from Durban. Very briefly, Silethiwe, if you will, take us through what actually transpired today.
Well, it was a very brief court appearance, Rio, and as you have already mentioned, the case is set to resume next week on the 28th, and this is now on Wednesday. But we know that he was rearrested by the police earlier on today, where we understand that he had actually escaped from police custody on Monday evening. I just want to bring in the KZN police spokesperson, and this is now Colonel Robert Nechunda, to speak to us. Firstly, Colonel, just talk to us about the escape that occurred on Monday leading up to the rearrest that we saw today.
The suspect was arrested on Monday during the day, and as the police, we had to process him because he was captured by police in Mariannhill, and we did not have proper holding cells in Mariannhill, and we had to arrange to take him to a correctional facility. So it was in the evening when he complained of an asthma attack, of which he fainted. We do not know as yet if it was fake or it was real, but he looked like he fainted. And in that process of trying to assist him, because we've got a duty to ensure that even when you're arrested, your health still matters. So in that process, he managed to escape into the darkness. A team went out to search for him, and we're pleased that we were able to capture him today.
He's linked to several rape cases. Of course, today in court he appeared for something completely different, and that's escaping from lawful custody. But just talk to us about those several rape cases. How many are we looking at? A number of allegations coming up leading up to his arrest.
Yes, you are correct to say there are a lot of allegations of many cases, different numbers that are being spoken about. So as the police, we don't want to speculate about the numbers. We have got those that we were searching him for, and it doesn't mean that those are the only cases or there are more. What we are happy about now is that he is arrested and justice will be served. If investigations link him with more cases, that will mean that more victims will find justice.
And Colonel, you bring up the case of investigations. Tomorrow, the KZN Police Commissioner, and this is now Ndlovu, is going to be at the Mariannhill Police Station. We're told that there's a probe that's going to be happening when you're looking at, firstly, how he escaped. And also, it seems as if perhaps there's witnesses that are being, one could say, being intimidated. What do you have to say about that?
You mean witnesses for the rape cases or for the escape?
Witnesses when you're looking at the rape cases, where we're told that it seems as if the brother is apparently intimidating some witnesses there. In fact, that's something that we heard from the community members when we spoke to them earlier on in the week.
Intimidation on its own, it's a criminal offense. So anyone who's being intimidated must go and open a case with the police, and police will investigate that duly. So, as for the Premier and the Police Commissioner visiting the station, it is a leadership that cares, leadership that responds to any crisis. We are pleased that they will be at the Mariannhill Police Station, like I said, a park home police station, that will see for themselves what could have happened. But yes, you are correct in saying that we are having a probe internally, because it is not a norm, or it must not be a norm, that when a suspect is arrested, gets away from the police. So we will be probing if his escape was man-made or no one was in the wrong, because if he had fainted inside the police van or inside the holding cells and he dies, police will be answering questions of him dying now. And if his escape, he was assisted by a police officer or anybody else for that matter, that person should face the consequences.
At this moment, Colonel, I know that you are continuing with your investigations, but we also heard allegations once again from community members saying that there's possibly assistance that came from someone, perhaps that is his family member, someone that is possibly perhaps in law enforcement. Where are you in terms of investigating that?
It's still early stages. We just recaptured him few hours ago, and we are going to investigate broadly. Nobody is above the law. Whether you are a relative of a suspect or not, nobody is above the law. And if you are in law enforcement, you uphold the standards of saving the community. And you take an oath that you will even arrest one of your own, will even arrest even your family members if they transgress the law. So we are not going to be intimidated by anybody. Doesn't matter whether you are a high-ranking officer or otherwise. If a crime is committed, there should be consequences.
Colonel, thank you so much for speaking to us. That's the KZN Police spokesperson, Colonel Robert Nechunda, not just speaking to us about what transpired on Monday when that suspect escaped from police custody, but also speaking to us about what is set to transpire tomorrow, where we're told that there's a criminal case that is set to be opened against the brother of the suspect that we are talking about in this case. But at this particular moment, we know that he is being transported back to the area of Ekombe in the area of Nkandla, where we understand that he was arrested in connection to a number of rape cases there.
So Ndlovu with that update.